Let's talk cooking competitions. Hey, what's up? I'm Marc Scott, and thanks for checking out another voiceover tip. There are hundreds of these tips on my YouTube channel, so if you want some free advice on the business and marketing side of voiceover, go back through the playlist of voiceover tips, watch all of them, and of course, don't forget to check out the Everyday VOpreneur podcast, available wherever fine podcasts are given away for free, including on the website at VOpreneur.com. So, I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I do, I'm probably watching the Food Network, and I'm probably watching a cooking competition. I love watching shows like Guys Grocery Games. I love watching shows like Master Chef, BBQ Brawl, all of these different cooking competitions. And not because I consider myself to be a culinary expert, I just enjoy watching the shows. But there's one thing that I've noticed after watching hundreds of these shows over the years. The competitors that consistently lose tend to focus on their likes and their preferences and what they want, as opposed to cooking for the judges. What I mean by that is when the judges give a very specific criteria, very specific instructions, very specific gameplay that needs to be followed, if you're at a cooking competition, you better be paying attention to what the judges are saying. Because if you decide to do your own thing, or to give your own spin, or to do your own take, chances are that's where you're going to get voted out. That's where you're going to lose points. I see it happen all the time. Chefs who think that they know better than the judges, or chefs who are convinced that their interpretation is better than what the judges ask for, and that's where they lose. So what does that have to do with voiceover? When you are on a casting site, or when you receive an audition in your inbox, whether it's from an agent or from a client that you work with directly, chances are it's coming with a very specific set of directions. They're telling you what they want you to do. And every once in a while, I see voice actors who are convinced that they know better than the client. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've done hundreds of these videos. Whatever their excuse is, they're convinced that they know better than the client. And so they want to do things their way, as opposed to following the very clear and specific directions that the client has given. The thing is, you're cooking for the judges here. Unless you want to get eliminated from the competition, you need to remember that you are cooking for the judges. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just like on all of those food cooking competitions, when the chefs try to do their own thing and they don't cater to the judges, that's when they lose points, that's when they lose the game. As a voice actor, if you are not paying attention to the directions that the client is asking for because you think you know better, that could be where you are losing auditions, where you're losing opportunities, and where you're getting eliminated from the game. Now, when it comes to auditions, if you are absolutely convinced that you know better than what the client is asking for, the option that you have, give them one that is exactly what they're asking for. One take that completely follows all of the specs, all of the directions that they're asking for. And then if you want to give them a second audition take, that's where you can do your interpretation. But make sure that just like on a cooking show, you need to be the chef cooking for the judges. In the booth, you need to be the voice actor recording for the client.